And then he starts aggressively squeezing my upper thigh, like moving up my thigh really hard, like it's hurting me. Whenever I'm asked my worst first date story, I know the exact one that I'm gonna talk about because it's so insane. And like it was so long ago that it would never happen to me now because I wouldn't have even been on this date and there would have been a million times that I would have left. But my worst first date story was like early 20s. I'd been talking to this guy. He like slid in my Instagram DMs. We were talking for a couple weeks. He was an athlete, so
I'm gonna pause real quick because I still cannot comprehend how people use Instagram for dating. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to me. I don't know. I'm very private with my personal social media. Anyway, let's keep watching. I just needed to say that.
he didn't play in the city I was in, but it was the end of his season, so he was coming home. So it's like his first night home. We've been planning this date for like weeks. He texted me the day of or the day before, I think, and said like, "Oh my God, totally didn't realize it's one of my best friend's birthday dinners that night." But me and him were supposed to only get drinks anyways, like later. So that was fine. He was like, I just might need to push it off like an hour, but we can still go for drinks after. And I was like, okay, cool. So then he's at this birthday dinner and asks if I want to join. And I'm like, no, I don't even know you. I don't really want to come meet like 20 of your friends. I'm still good to meet after.
Who do you think is in the wrong here? I'm about to tell you. So far, him. If you are going to take somebody on a date, never bring your buddies around. Don't hang out with a chick on a date that has her friends around. A date's supposed to be a man and a woman, and you two get to know each other, figure things out, see if there's chemistry, and go from there. But he was probably just playing around, definitely it just shows that he's not being serious. Never a good idea to bring a date into a group setting unless she's your girlfriend. But if you're dating somebody, if you're getting to know somebody, you want to get to know the person. You don't want to be like around all your buddies, like taking away your attention or taking away hers. It's just not a good idea. It's calls for trouble. And I give her the point on this one. She's on the right, he's in the wrong. Let's see what else happened.
So then he like keeps pushing the date back further and further. It ends up being pushed back like I think it was like an hour and a half. And then it's also like 20 minutes from where I live. Like it's in the other end of the city, which is a red flag now. Like think about going on a first date. A guy should not be like making me get my own Uber all the way across the city. But so that was the first red flag.
I wouldn't call that a red flag. I mean, it depends. This guy doesn't know your address anyway. I mean, he might ask you what part of town you're in and try to pick up a place that's more like in the middle. Just because it's 20 minutes or 20 miles, that doesn't really mean much. I mean, I don't know if we're missing context, but I wouldn't call that a red flag. But anyway.
As I'm like on my way, he goes, by the way, a couple of my friends are gonna join us for a drink. And I was like, okay, cool. Second red flag. Why are you inviting your friends to our date?
I think even if this guy is just not even taking this chick seriously, having your buddies around is just never a good idea. Let's keep watching and see what she says.
But whatever. Honestly, I don't know if that would even bother me that much now, depending. But so I'm like, okay, like I'm almost there. Where are you sitting? No answer. I get there. I'm like texting him. I'm standing at the front of the bar. I'm like, hey, where are you? No answer. I'm like, I try calling him, no answer. I'm kind of like, what the hell? It's not like a super busy bar, but I don't see him. So I like go up to the bartender and I'm like, hi, I'm supposed to be like meeting someone here for a date. And she goes, oh, like, let's call him John. Oh, John? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, oh, he's sitting with that table over there. But just so you know, he's been hitting on me for the past half hour and just got my number. Third red flag, I should have left immediately, but
This is getting worse and worse by the minute.
was like, okay, well, I'm already here. I've been talking to this guy for weeks. I guess we're not exclusive. So I don't know, whatever, I guess. So she like directs me to the table. I go to the table. He's not there. He's in the bathroom.
At this point, whatever happens is gonna be her fault as well. I mean, she just keeps burying herself deeper into the mud, this situation and this guy. So she's asking for it at this point. She's asking for a mess. She is being stubborn about this situation. But let's see where this is gonna get her.
So I have to like introduce myself to all his friends and sit down with his friends while he's in the bathroom for like another like 5 minutes at least. Now that I'm older, I realize that he was obviously doing in the bathroom, like, but I didn't know. I was so young. I had no idea. I'm just like, oh, like maybe he has the shits from dinner. Like, I don't know. So he comes back out and he is wasted, like visibly wasted, stumbling. He sits down beside me and it's going okay for a little bit. And then he starts aggressively squeezing my upper thigh, like moving up my thigh really hard, like it's hurting me. And I keep like moving his hand off of me, being like, "Can you stop? Like, it's actually hurting me." Like, he like, ended up leaving me bruises.
I'm gonna pause for a moment here. When she was talking about the story, I guess she's talking about a story that happened to her a while ago. I don't know how old she is now, and I don't know how old she was when this happened. Apparently, she was much younger and probably more naive and clueless about these things, and that's why I think yes, people need to learn about these things. You know, some people go out there into the dating scene and they have no idea what they're doing. They are completely lost, and then they end up getting into horrible situations. This guy's even doing drugs and whatnot, so it's probably gonna get worse. And she just keeps sitting there asking for more. So
I should have left. I was so young and like insecure and just such a people pleaser that I had no boundaries. So I was just like, haha, like trying to make a good impression to his friends still. And like, I don't know. There were couples too. It wasn't just all guys. Like his friends did seem super normal and I've seen them since then. Side note. Anyway, so that keeps happening. Then he starts getting aggressive and mad at me for moving his hand, being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "What? Like, this is crazy." But I'm kind of frozen. Like, I'm kind of scared and I don't know what to do. I don't want to just get up and storm out. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was
I'll tell you what he was thinking. He's thinking, well, this chick is willing to jump through hoops for me. You know, I pretty much do whatever I want, and now he's feeling entitled. You know, he's feeling entitled because you let him get away with so much stuff. And I understand you were young and you didn't know. So if you're watching this video, now you know better, because I'm telling you so. Do not be getting into these type of situations, because then, yeah, I mean, the more you let people get away with stuff, especially if it's disrespectful stuff, the worse it's going to get for you. And you're not going to like what you're going to get in the end. I promise you.
just scared. So he's getting more aggressive. He eventually like keeps ordering shots and passes out at the table sitting up. Again, another time I should have left. Did not leave. His friends were really nice. They're like the couple is now married. They're like really nice people. I've seen them since then. Um so I'm just kind of hanging out with his friends, having drinks with his friends for like another like I don't know, 45 minutes an hour before like last call we all have to leave. His friends are like we're getting an Uber. Are you going to come with us? I'm like, no, I'll get my own Uber. So I get my own Uber. We all stand up from the table. He's still slumped over, passed out. And his friends try to go like, are you going to wake him up? I'm like, no. Like, why would I wake him up? That's not my job. And they're like, oh. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to like get my Uber outside. I'm going to go wait outside. So they like wake him up while I'm waiting outside. He comes out and is like pressuring me to go home with them to AP. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I was in university. I was like, I have class
He was
tomorrow.
ready
Like,
for more.
I'm not coming with you. I'm going home. And he like kept begging. I'm like, no. So I get in my Uber, they get in theirs, and in my like 20-minute ride home, he calls me 43 times, leaves me multiple voicemail messages yelling at me, texting me saying that I'm like a tease. And I'm like, oh my God. The next day, text me like it's no big deal and was like, hey, sorry about last night. Like, would love to get drinks again.
All right, I'll rest my case. That's basically it. I mean, the guy fell entitled because she kept putting up with so much crap that, you know, he thought he was doing a great job. And it's like, that's why he called her a tease. And again, he's in the wrong, obviously. I'm not advocating for him, but I'm trying to tell this chick should have left a long time ago. And I guess now she sees it, but I wish she would have seen it then. Some people have to learn the hard way. That's it.
I was like, huh, like, no worries, and like tried to slow fade him. And this guy started going off on me again for slow fading him. It was crazy. I ended up seeing him like months later after not talking to him. I was out with one of my guy friends who I'm friends with his girlfriend, and my other girlfriend. We're dancing in a circle on a dance floor, and this guy starts blowing up my phone, calling me a whore and a slut. Follows me after the bar to go get pizza and is like yelling whore slut and like being crazy. This man is absolutely diabolically insane. I'm actually kind of worried about like who he ended up with. And I've never seen him since then, thank God. But that is definitely my worst first date story. I think it's funny when guys ask, what's your worst first date story? And I tell them that. And I'm like, what about you? And they're like, oh, one time a girl just like got a little bit too drunk. I think that tops it.
Well, all I can tell you about it is you got yourself there, and that's it. You gotta take ownership of that day just as much as he does. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. What a mess.